You know, there's a big difference, of course, between grass and sand. Generally, the horses move a little quicker over the grass. They're a little bit sharper, which means the takeoff, when we take off, they feel like they take off a little bit quicker from the ground. That can bring some problems and some issues for sort of an unexperienced horse. They can be a little bit too careful. They can back off from the jump. But for a more experienced horse, as riders, we generally love the grass. Secondly, health-wise, it's very, very interesting. Over the years, we've developed wonderful fiber arenas and synthetic arenas, but still, whatever the reason behind it is, naturally, if you have a good grass ring, the horses just seem to be a lot happier and a lot healthier on it. Then the difference from Doha and Mexico City here, the size of the ring is sort of similar. This is a bit bigger, but we have the same type of riding. So we start with a high tempo. You don't want to be, falling behind the rhythm. So as a rider, that's what we're thinking. We're thinking about having a high tempo, big rhythm, and trying to get up to the jumps. The barefoot, I think we can't categorize it that every horse goes barefoot and every horse has shoes. I think it's very unique from horse to horse and rider to rider. I've generally tried it. I've had luck with horses without shoes. I've had luck with horses with the shoes. So I think it's very much horse to horse. Grass, you have challenges with no shoes on. Of course, they can slip if it's a little bit, if it's wet or the ground is a bit slippery, if it's a bit harder with a softer turf on top. So when they're jumping on, especially on a high level, we need to put some type of shoe on, whether it's a plastic shoe, a steel shoe, either glued on or nailed on. But if you're going to ride 160 5-star level, you're going to have to put shoes on at least for the weekend.
You've brought the same horse to Mexico as you had in Doha. Does he perform well on both surfaces, and what influenced your decision to bring him here?
So I'm very lucky. I believe a lot in my horse. I think he's very special. I truly believe he's a great horse in all the rings, whether it's grass, sand, small rings, big rings. But I'm still not totally there. I don't have 100% of the rideability. So for the moment, the bigger rings suit me a little easier. He's a lot of blood, which means he has a lot of power, a lot of excitement and energy. So I've got to try to just stay with him, not affect him too much. And with the bigger ring, it gives me a little bit more space just to set him up.
And how does your preparation differ between sand and grass competitions?
Good question. If we can, try to get the horses on the grass before you come here. The more experience they get, that's not really necessary anymore. But definitely younger horses, always a good thing to try to get on the grass, just because it's a different feel for them, especially on takeoff. Sometimes the ground can move a bit. So just a good thing to try to give them that confidence and let them trust the surface.